All right, welcome back for another recap. Finishing today down red 405. Today, here are my stats. So pretty much what happened today was again just one trade that just kind of flushed on me. Took my largest losing trade of $320 on LUCY, about a 7% loss. And from there, pretty much put me at my max loss. I tried a little bit to make something back, but I didn't get anywhere. So I just called it for a pretty decent red day. So these are numbers that I'm not really used to seeing very, very often thus far in my career because I'm trading completely different size. So on LUCY, I traded about $4,700 position size. It wasn't actually my biggest position. I mean, I've taken positions over $10,000, but the fact that it was a very cheap price, it was only a $3 stock, and it dumped 20 cents before I could even get out. That's what made it a huge loss. And I will show you here the video. So this is pretty much the trade that kind of just put me to sleep, dug me to grave. This was the trade. So market opens, and here we're going to switch over to LUCY. And right here, I'm thinking this, we have high volume here at the open, and we have a nice pre-market pivot at 3.2. So I'm thinking we can get a nice break over 3.2, maybe sell into 3.3, or this is going to be very strong and test the pre-market highs at 3.48. So that's what I'm thinking here, and it was really convincing on the level 2. I was in 500 shares, I'm ready to size up here. I was in 15. Now I'm 1,500 shares. About to add 1,000 here on a flash of green. We got green coming in, testing 320, a major pre-market pivot. And just before I could even sell, I'm down 20 cents. So, start hanging around here, and just the active trading ladder just falls through off the screen. Literally, price goes off the screen in the active trader ladder, and there's just a bunch of selling. And I was able to get out. I mean, I had my order here at 298, but a bigger position. I'm just trying to get it filled, and I'm getting filled on the way down here. In the 90s and in the 80s, so 20-cent loss. That puts me already down now. I was into the open, I was down maybe $30, and then took a $320 loss right here, and that put me pretty much at my max loss. And these are numbers that I'm not used to seeing very often. I mean, with my previous share size, it would be very rare for me to have a $300 loss or more than a $300 loss. I've had maybe a handful, 3 or 4 $300 losses before, but now with increasing my share size, I'm seeing numbers like that a lot more often, and soon it's probably going to be more of a norm rather than a fluke of having a $300 red day. As long as I'm having green days that are around 700, 800 on a decent day, then I'm okay with having a $300 red day because, it is all relative. Previously, it was normal to have around a $100 red day, and my green days would be between like 250 and 350. And now that I'm sized up, it's kind of shifting another standard deviation. And so I have to expect these bigger numbers and, adjust mentally and emotionally to seeing these sorts of numbers. But it's quite, kind of sucks that this week I kind of got caught in two flushes, previously on Wednesday got caught in a flush for a $900 loss, and today got caught in a flush for a $320 loss. And usually that doesn't happen very often. Just very, very choppy. Today was probably the choppiest day out of the whole week. So here and even on ADTX, very wicky, tough to trade. But it's just it's actually signs of growth. It really is. And I did break. So if we take a look at we'll take a look or an overlook at the week here. So on the week, we'll just go to the calendar. So hit the calendar. So right here on the week, I broke 5 different records, different records in 1 week. So definitely signs of growth, even though some of these records are negative records as far as like biggest loser and biggest swing in my P&L and biggest drawdown. But it is signs of growth because as you size up, you're going to be breaking those previous records that you did have on previous share size. And so as you're sizing up, you're going to have bigger losers, bigger drawdowns, bigger winners, bigger swings in your P&L. And that's definitely going to push you out of your comfort zone, and you're going to be uncomfortable. You're going to be having thoughts of doubt. You're going to have thoughts of, stress. And that's just part of the growth process. It really is. It's just, you got to keep your head straight. You got to keep your you got to stay, motivated, disciplined. You got to, look forward to the next trading day where you can put yourself back on the test and show yourself that you have what it takes. You can continually prove to yourself that you can succeed in this. And when you're sizing up, you're definitely going to have those fear of failure, thoughts of doubts, but it's totally normal. The best thing to do is just to roll with it, not to retract into your shell and size back down, or get too scared of not taking size or too scared of taking risk because of potentially taking a big loss. So all of my fears did come true this week. Took a $900 loss, biggest ever loss of my career in 1 trade on Wednesday. And, it's not as bad as, you might think it would be. So that fear came true, and I got to experience it. And now, I think that I am a stronger trader because of it. And now I can go forward not fearing that worst possible outcome. Because it happened. I took a 10% loss, $900. So, for that to happen again, I've already been through it. So, I know I can get out of it. So the records this week that I broke is the first record on Monday is the largest single green trade, which is $500 in 1 trade. Took on Monday. Monday was also my largest green day of my career. So that's a second record broke on Monday. Wednesday, I broke the record of largest single red trade of my career, which was $900. And on Wednesday, I also broke the largest intraday P&L swing of my career, which about $1,000 from green to red, largest swing in my P&L, $1,000. And then on Friday, now breaking the record of in my largest drawdown thus far. And so my drawdown right now is about 180 plus 740, so 180 plus, so about $920. So that's my drawdown if I count Monday being the highs of my account. So from the highs of my account, which was on Monday, to where I am now, I'm actually in a drawdown of over $920. So that is the record thus far in my career. But on the week, there's positive news as well. On the week, because I had that big green day on Monday, I had a green day on Thursday, and my Tuesday red day was very small. I'm actually only slightly red on the week. I'm only down 180 on the week, so very manageable and not going to completely destroy my month. So definitely a lot of potential in October to come, and we'll see what the market gives us. But I'm definitely not going to shy away from taking my current position size, and just gonna roll with the punches until I start, connecting on a lot of these trades, until I start having some more consistent green days. There's no reason for me to size down because I've already been trading the previous share size of a couple hundred shares for 6, 7, 8 months. No, about six months. I've been trading that share size. I've been consistently green, consistently able to manage my risk. So I'm totally ready to take it to that next level, and which started here in October. Started off amazing. I knew that I could take that level of share size and have winning trades, and that's what I showed myself here on Monday. Is having that huge green day to start the month. But easy come, easy go. That's what they say. And one step forward, one step back, especially when you're going through a learning curve. Because every time you size up, it's almost like you gotta kind of readjust yourself, kind of relearn the basics, because you're fixated too much on the emotions in the trade versus the actual chart patterns, the actual level 2, and the data that is showing on the screen. So, I'm just going to take a little bit, a couple weeks, I'm sure, a couple weeks to adjust to this and not be so emotionally activated after taking even like a couple $100 loss in one trade. So I have to definitely stick with it. At least give myself a chance to start getting consistent with the share size before I even kind of just throw in the towel and go back to what I was doing, which I'm probably not going to do that. I'm probably just going to push through with what we're going to get offered here in October, hopefully. If it starts to get really slow, like no gappers, like we had in September, some days are like no gappers, then of course I'm not going to be gunning it. But if the opportunities are there, I'm going to be sticking with the size. $10,000 position sizes, $13,000 position sizes. That's where I'm going to be. So, and if you just think about it, a 10% win on a $10,000 position size is a $1,000 green day. And I set the goal for myself by December 31st, by the new year, I want to have my first ever $1,000 green day. And I think I can do it. I'm trading at the level of share size to make $1,000. It just needs to be, I just need to have that right day where I'm feeling good, the setups are nice, and everything is connecting, and I know I can have that $1,000 green day by December 31st. I'm already trading at the level of shares, position size to get there. It's just going to take the right market environment for me to really push it and connect on those big trades. So that is pretty much it. That's all I really traded. There's not much else to show you. P&L on the day. My accuracy was a little bit weak. Accuracy for today was 52%, so a little bit weak, and my risk reward was negative. So biggest loss here. So it really comes down to one trade. This week came down to two trades, really, a $900 loss and a $320 loss. And that was the majority of my losing trades this week. So, it's not that the strategy doesn't work. It's just that, just the luck of the draw and possibly just the bigger share size, taking bigger share size. So it's going to exaggerate those losses. So that would be it. Don't think I have anything else to say. Okay, yeah, so that's it. I'm going to wrap it up here for Friday. Finishing the week slightly red, which is all good. I've had red weeks before. I know I can recover. So we're just going to come back Monday and we're going to focus on getting fresh for the new week. And we're going to start connecting on some trades, staying green, keeping my level of share size. That is what I'm going to be focused on. So a lot of things happened this week. Probably the most challenging week I've had thus far since I started trading. I've been emotionally triggered this week for sure. I've gotten low. I've had lows, highs this week. I've really hit every area of the board to this week as far as ups and downs, and it just feels like one step forward, one big step forward, and then one bigger step back, and then one small step forward, and then an even bigger step back. That's what it felt like this week. But I think it's just a sign of growth. Struggle is definitely a sign of growth. Before I was able to consistently be green every week, and now for me to actually start to kind of struggle because I'm sizing up is showing me that I'm actually starting to grow into that next level of trader that I know I can perform at. So that is it for me. Finishing here. Red day. So hope you guys did well today. Very choppy markets, but if you stayed green, that was amazing. Because very, very hard to get green today. Lots of flushes, lots of stuff to get caught in. So if you guys are green, good job. Enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you guys next week. All right. If you're still watching, please thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.